So, I just got a draw for the first time in EA Sports UFC 5, and I really want to show you guys this match. And also because I want you guys to tell me if you think this is supposed to be a draw, or if it should have ended up as a draw. Because when I look at the stats at the end of this, man, I really think that I should have got the nod. But again, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So, I'm using Shogun right here. I am facing a Jamahal Hill player. And pretty much when I'm using Shogun, I'm looking to land a lot of kicks. He's fairly slow on the feet and on the shorter side of the light heavyweight division. So it can kind of be difficult to enter the pocket and really do damage, especially when your opponent is faster. A lot of times when you try to exchange with an opponent that's quicker than you while you're using Shogun, you find that before you can land your one shot, they've landed two shots. So a bulk of my attacks in this fight is going to be a lot of leg kicks, and I was specifically going for the calf kick because the calf kick is faster. His regular roundhouse to the leg can be very, very slow, and your opponent will be able to read it very easily. Now, the guy that I was facing, he was doing a good job with Jamahal Hill of intercepting and also creating a dilemma between the roundhouse to the body and the roundhouse to the head. It's a classic striking dilemma. Is the roundhouse going to go to the body or is it going to go to the head? Especially when the opponent is southpaw. We've seen guys do this from Lyoto Machida to John Jones to the likes of Valentina Shevchenko. Is it going to the body? Is it going to the head? And he was also doing a good job of masking the roundhouse to the body with the cross to the head. So he'll go cross to the head, then he'll throw a kick, and once I see the kick at him right there, he rocks me with a roundhouse to the head. And it's very difficult to know exactly where the kick is going. Like, is it going to the head? Is it going to the body? He's also doing a good job of throwing in some front kicks in there in case I get the bright idea of ducking down to avoid his roundhouse, because that is the smart thing to do. If the opponent starts to create that dilemma of going to the body and going to the head, sometimes the best way to deal with that is to just start ducking down, right? If you duck and the shot lands to your body, it is what it is. But if they make the mistake of going high, well, you duck the roundhouse. But then to counter it, he's going front kick up the middle, which is also a very smart tactic. And so what I decided to do right here to try to kill this dilemma is that, well, that's one, right? Take the fight to the ground. And he tries to get to my back. I deny it, try to go mount. He denies it. He actually, okay, so he didn't get that. I get to side control, and I remember it being difficult for me to hold side control with Shogun for some reason. Even when I was timing these denies very well, he was still able to wiggle out of side control, which is okay. It's not that big of a deal as the round ends. So, round number one, I would say he won that. I'd give him the first round for sure. He was able to get a rock in. As you can see, the welt on the Shogun's forehead right there. That roundhouse to the head, it was very potent. It landed, it rocked me. This second round, I started to try to stay closer to him, if I remember correctly. Just a bit closer to not give him all that space that he needs to create that dilemma of roundhouse to the body or roundhouse to the head. And you'll see that I start to find a bit more success just by staying a bit closer to him with the boxing. Even though it's not the greatest idea in the world to try to box with Shogun, as long as you're not exchanging, he goes high again right there, lands. See how quick Jamahal is compared to Shogun as he's just ripping those combos. Oh! I forgot about this. Man. So I'm just like, let me just take my chances with the boxing, because man, staying at kicking range with Jamahal Hill just does not sound like the best idea. He gets to do that, right? He gets to just right there. I rock him with the uppercut. He does a very good job of ducking the left hook, which buys him some time. And right here, I figured, okay, we're just gonna stand closer to him and use more of our boxing, because I'm noticing he's not, even though he's throwing punches, it doesn't seem like he's as comfortable throwing punches as he is with mixing in his kicks. Front kick. Follow up with the left hook to the head right there. I'm still working his legs. Make sure that we're doing that. He goes to the body. Right here, I'm going to be looking for the uppercut right there. I can still remember some of the things I did in this match. I kick his legs out. There we go. Kind of staying in front of him a little bit, just to prevent him from having enough space to throw that kick. I don't want him to feel comfortable throwing kicks anymore. But I'm still throwing my leg kicks. No, back up a little bit. I see him ducking again, so I'm thinking again to the uppercut. He goes to the body. I'm able to catch that. See, it's so much better to stay closer to them if they're also doing that dilemma between the roundhouse to the body and roundhouse to the head, because when you're closer to them, if everything works as intended and they try to throw a roundhouse to the head, it's going to convert to a roundhouse to the body. You know what I'm saying? So you can be a bit more comfortable blocking low when you see the kick. When you see the kick coming, as I rock him right there with the overhand. When you see the kick coming, you can kind of be more comfortable just blocking low, because you know, all right, I'm too close to him, he won't be able to go high. But players have a way of bypassing that, so don't bank on that too much. There we go. So this second round, I will say that I definitely won the second round. He got round one, I won the second round, and I'm keeping track of it. I was able to rock him multiple times in this round. I landed the hardest shots, and it's going to continue in this exact direction as we move into the third round. So try to keep track as well. When the fight is over, you guys let me know in the comment section who you believe should have won the fight. I'm also going to show the stats. Now, my stamina is definitely lower than his because I'm working harder. I'm putting in more. I'm putting out more strikes, and I'm using Shogun. And he's also working my body. He whiffs, but I'm too far. I'm like, God damn, too far. I'm looking for that overhand again, I believe, as I rock him with the cross. He's doing a good job of just moving his head out the way he rocks me. Rocks me with the front kick. And Shogun, of course, takes him ages to recover. Now from here, I can tell that he's pretty freaking hurt. And this is where the cross becomes a weapon, right? When you really, really hurt them bad and you know they're going to try to get you back, that's when catching him with the cross is potent. As I rock him and sit him down twice now. Now, I know that he's going to want to get that back, so I'm just looking to intercept him with the cross. There we go. Land that cross. I'm just looking for that cross. I know he's badly hurt enough now that it's going to do serious damage. If I intercept, boom, beautiful cross. Sit him down. I'm occasionally also throwing that right hook to the head, just in case he wants to lean to the side as I hit him with a cross again, sit him down. Right here, I make a mistake right there. I was trying to go for the arm bar, but I make a mistake and I stood back up. What I should have done was just freaking pounded him out and got out of there, but, you know, I was looking for style points, trying to get my... Anytime right now that I hurt somebody, I love the subsystem so much that I try to just... if I can end every single fight with a submission, that's exactly what I would do right now. He's able to get that right there. He got that because I was trying to perform the submission counter, but it's either I did it wrong or Shogun doesn't actually have it. That sub counter actually enters the darce when you try to posture, when you try to get that underhook and sweep to full guard. If you hit it properly, it gets you to the darce choke. So it's either Shogun doesn't have the darce or I did that incorrectly. Right there, I try to enter the rear naked choke, but I have no idea what the hell happened here. He either raced it or I have no idea, but somehow he ends up in full guard again. There's barely any time left in this round, but I'm still thinking about entering some kind of submission. I'm so glad with the way I dealt with that. I just held block. Just held it. Usually I will panic and try to frame or slip, and that's how you get freaking caught. Right here, I believe I enter the arm bar, and I actually tried to go for it right here, but he was smart. He was smart to deny that, because if you do not, don't assume that you're gonna get out. It keeps going. So right here, as you guys can see,
All three judges scored the contest. 28-28. This contest is considered a unanimous draw.
I was like, what the hell? A draw. This was my very first time actually getting a draw in UFC 5. On one hand, it was exciting, right? Because like something brand new just happened. I got a draw. But on the other hand, I'm like, man, like I'm pretty sure I won the second round and the third round handily. So how the heck are we ending up with a draw? And I'm going to show you guys the stats right here, and you guys can pause and take a look at it, because it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. That the fight ended up in a draw. It just, again, based on what I remember, I won round number 2 and I won round number 3. All right, so looking at the stats right there, this is the full fight stats. Again, pause, take a look at the stats. Round number 1, round number 2, and then take a look at round number 3, and then you tell me if you think this should have been a draw, or if you think that I should have got the nod on this one. But that's gonna do it, man. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it. It always helps out the channel. We have some fights tomorrow. So we have a fight card tomorrow. I did not make any videos for those fighters, so today we might be uploading a ton of content. So watch out for that, and I will see you guys very soon with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one.